Hello, I'm Stuart Brown.
And my name's Mark Ashbridge. We are the directors and co-founders of Pro Edge Rentals, the premier property management company here in the southeast Queensland. Welcome to this video. In this video we're going to talk about some of the frustrations that you may be experiencing with your current investment property and your current property manager. What we find some of those typical frustrations, problems and common themes that we hear on a regular basis, and more importantly some steps and strategies that you can take to help alleviate those problems and ultimately a solution so we can get rid of all those problems and frustrations forever. Okay, so return on investment is probably the most fundamental thing or the most fundamental concept that you're concerned about when it comes to your investment property. And as a property manager, they are one of the largest influences on your return on investment. And this is very, very important for you and everybody else to understand the role that the property manager has in determining your return on investment.
Obviously, buying and owning any investment property is a factor of return. You don't buy it just for the sake of owning it. So this is really the number one and the most important thing. And there's a certain number of strategies that a really good property manager will actually undertake to maximize your return on investment. The first one is when we look at vacancy. Now, vacancy for any property investor is the worst thing that you can possibly experience. You have an investment property, you have an asset which has an annual generation of income, and for it to sit there on the market vacant, you're actually dramatically affecting that return. A simple couple of weeks here or there, you know, it's a huge percentage, Mark, of every annual return.
Absolutely.
That can go in your vacancy
Definitely.
rate.
So a good property manager should be minimizing your vacancy rate. Now, there's a couple of things that they should be doing to ensure that this is occurring, and we have a more detailed video on this on our blog, proedgerentals.com.au. But effectively, there's two components to the marketing process of any new property, and by examining those two areas we can determine why a property is vacant and then make corrective action or take the appropriate steps to ensure that that vacancy is removed. Okay, and we're talking about the advertising stage or the marketing stage, I should say, on places like realestate.com, and then the physical inspection phase where prospects are going through the property and having a look at it.
Yeah, I like to break that down, Mark, and summarize that just into saying it's presentation and price. And to cover obviously what any great property manager should know is they should know how to present themselves and how to present a property to the market, and that gets you the tenant. That reduces your vacancy and increases your return on investment. The other thing is that you have to understand the price of your property in the market at any given time, and the price is actually relative to your presentation. So it becomes a big combination factor of those two together, which actually stops and eliminates your vacancy. So if you're suffering from having a vacant property right now, as Mark said, we have a more in-depth video for looking on our site. But look, please feel free to contact us and we can talk to you in person about your individual requirements.